Join other GymDog fans by becoming a member of the 10-0 Booster Club. The 10-0 Booster Club is an organization made up of Georgia gymnastics fans devoted to supporting the UGA gymnastics team. We do this by using our membership money to purchase items that the team needs, as well as providing them with opportunities to meet the fans. In exchange, the members get opportunities to attend special 10-0 Club events, meet the parents of the gymnasts, and receive special members-only merchandise. Check the 10-0 Club website for more information at gymdogs.com.
Hey Coach, brought to you by the 10-0 Club, and this week's question is, do you have a hobby that you do when you're not coaching? And yes, I do. I don't get an awful lot of time these days to do it, but I do enjoy fishing quite a bit, and in the springtime a little bit, I'll get down to the Gulf Coast and do some flats fishing with some buddies of mine. And that's Hey Coach, brought to you by the 10-0 Club.
Welcome back to the Georgia GymDog Show. I'm now joined by Georgia's assistant coach, Julie Clark, in her first season here in this capacity, but certainly you are familiar with this Georgia GymDogs program on both sides of it as a gymnast and a coach. But let's start by talking about the transition. I know this was a big storyline coming into this year, and obviously we've had the opportunity to talk to head coach Jay Clark about his new role. But what do you see the differences for yourself being in 2010 now as a full-fledged assistant coach compared to what you've been doing for the better part of the last decade here?
Well, actually, the difference has been just the day-to-day operations, building my relationships with the girls even more because I get to be with them on a daily basis, understanding what they're going through, helping them in different areas, whether it's academically, time management, injuries, and just the day-to-day operations, as well as learning the other side of the business, which is recruiting and identifying talent and official visits, unofficial visits, and all the paperwork that goes along with that.
Well, looking at it's obviously a difference for you as a coach coming from the gymnastics side of the program compared to Jay Clark and Doug McAvin. What experiences did you take away from your time as a gymnast here at Georgia that you're able to apply as a coach that maybe Jay and Doug aren't?
Woo! Well, there's a lot. There's a lot. But I think ultimately it's being the athlete and understanding what it takes to accomplish a goal, you know, and being able to work with other people, because I had to work with 14 other girls, you know, and respect them, and whether I agreed with what they were doing or how they were going about their business, I had to figure out how to respect them in that way. So I feel like that has kind of helped me carry over into the work world, which now, I mean, we are a team, we are a staff, we have to be united from administrators, strength and conditioning, to Jay and Doug as coaches. That's one aspect I feel like that I've been able to bring into the coaching side of it. But at the same time, it's truly understanding the tradition of this program.
And I know a big part of what you do and what we get to appreciate behind the scenes is motivational. Mm-hmm. And I just, without giving away, I guess, too many of the family secrets here, just if you could take us through some of the things that you've been able to do, what's worked this year, what hasn't worked in terms of trying to motivate and working at it from an emotional standpoint as a coach.
That's definitely something that I feel is a gift that I am able to contribute to this program as part of that emotional balance, obviously being the female of the coaching staff. But some of the things that has been laid on my heart that I've actually instilled is, you know, I'll go through and I'll print out pictures from competition and I'll relate those girls' moments to a quote that can encourage them and help them realize, hey, in this moment, did you really realize what was going on? And at that moment, we've been able to just post pictures all over the locker room and in the gym, and when they look at it, it brings them back to that moment of excellence.
Well, we had the chance when we had Doug McAvin on the show 2 weeks ago to talk to him and pick his brain a little bit as to some of the memories that stood out to him over the past 25 years. You have the benefit certainly of some perspective as well, going back to your freshman season here in 1995. What are the high points for you when you look at the way that this GymDog program has evolved, the way that you saw it as an athlete, the way that you now see it as a coach? What are some of the high points that stand out for you since that time?
Wow, Kevin, a personal moment was scoring my first 10. You know, I mean, that was a personal goal. Obviously, any gymnast would want to score a perfect 10 because that's what you continue to strive. But that was one personal goal. Another personal highlight was SEC Freshman of the Year. And becoming an All-American, because when I walked into this facility, or actually it was the PE building, facility as a recruit, I looked around the wall and I saw all these photographs of individual national champions, and then I saw the All-American paintings. And I just remember saying, I want one of those. So that was just an internal motivator for me. So when that time came, it was very rewarding. But the 98 championship, 1998 national championship. I mean, if I didn't say that was a highlight, and just that whole year of being undefeated and experiencing the just the euphoria of Georgia Gymnastics, and it actually just hit that year of everybody being on the same page, everybody clicking when they needed to click, and then walking away with that national championship trophy on that airplane and walking through was a huge highlight. That was as a gymnast. There have been so many highlights as a coach here now, as a volunteer coach, and then this year, just seeing athletes who have walked on and earned a scholarship. Our memorable moments, like we have a wall outside the office here that has a couple different pictures that I guess just shows you some special moments, and moments of, Paige Burns competing at nationals, having to jump in because 2 of our seniors got hurt. That moment, it just brings chills through your body. Just seeing these athletes really click and allowing themselves to reach their potential. And then another highlight moment is 2005, winning that national championship after being ranked 12th. Nobody expected it, and it was like, you just dug it in there, And that was the epitome of what Georgia Gymnastics was all about. And so I could go on and on and on and on. But there are definitely a couple different highlights, personally and as a coach, and obviously being allowed to be a full-time assistant here at the University of Georgia is a dream come true.
Oh, and it's been a thrill, certainly, and we hope that we can add a 2010 national championship potentially to that list of great moments that you've been a part of. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll take a break. When we continue on the Georgia GymDog Show, we'll get to sit down with Georgia senior Marcia Newby. The featured GymDog brought to you by Arrowhead Clinics. This week's featured GymDog is Lauren Johnson. Lauren is a senior from Cartersville, Georgia, and the Spanish major is a multiple-time first-team academic All-American. And that's this week's featured GymDog brought to you by Arrowhead Clinics.